I think Steph is so funny, and then sometimes I'm like, wow, Steph feels like my mom cracking a joke sometimes. They'll just be like, it's so titillating. And I'm like, oh, that is like a mom, like who drank a lot of wine.
Yeah, Ashley gets scared easily, so that's a good one. That's always a nice little quick laugh, putting her through trauma.
Stop!
You know what I'm saying? You know, I almost threw out my shoulder with that one.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Shu.
I'm Sabrina Wu.
Hi, I'm Sherry Cola.
And I'm Ashley Park, and we're playing Most Likely with Cosmo UK.
Sherry.
Maybe Sherry. Sherry's maybe most like Lolo.
Sherry always says things like, I don't know where Sherry starts and Lolo ends.
Yeah.
I would say you.
I will confirm.
And there's a lot more to you, and there's a lot of parts that are so blatantly different, but I think that there is like qualities of Lolo. You've said that it feels like a more emboldened part of a part of your identity,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I would say, yeah, there's the joke was, when does Lolo end and Sherry start?
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So there's so much crossover between me and Lolo. Lolo, of course, is more of a loose cannon than me. I feel like I'm a little bit more calculated.
Yeah.
But
Not calculated. You don't have an agenda, but you're much more like aware and like
aware. That's
accommodating.
That's the word. Yeah, 100%. And Lolo, she has good intentions.
Yeah.
But sometimes she just, throws a whirlwind in the entire adventure.
I think the biggest similarity is that Lolo is a really, really, really good friend, and I think Sherry is too. And I think that Lolo doesn't have her together as much as you do.
I didn't have my together in my early 20s, which is very Lolo, and I definitely feel seen.
Yeah, I didn't
in
know
that
that.
way.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah.
the answer is Sherry.
Yeah.
It's also Sherry.
Also Sherry. Also Sherry with a little bit of Ashley.
Yeah. True.
Sherry is kind of, we like to joke that she's the first AD of it all. So she is a planner. She's like, are you up on day one of shooting? She's really good at hosting a good party, and she's really good at getting people together. And I think Ashley's really good at that too. And she gets excited when someone else is helming that. So I feel like they would plan it.
I mean, it might be me again.
I think it's you, Maid of Honor Energy.
Maid of Honor energy, first AD
Here's
energy.
the deal, is that the reason, we would all let Sherry plan it, and then Sherry would be so not offended if we're like, we're not doing that.
Yeah, I just like to have a base, but we
Yeah.
can adapt.
And what I love about it is like, I so have to be the planner for the first like decades of my life, and I was like, I'm always the one who's like to plan whatever, and like, it's been such a relief to have Sherry who like really is like built to do that.
I just like, I'm on top of things. Wink.
Ashley just travels probably the most out of all of us. I think maybe I'm a close second, but I think she's constantly going like international everywhere. So I feel like
It's not even her fault. It's like statistically the most crazy stuff happens to her.
I think maybe Ashley. Ashley is very worldly. 50
I
times
think
this
I've
year?
slept in like 50 different beds this year. Not in that way. But like, I think I might need to write a book about like my travel stories. Mostly because I didn't know so many things could happen that are awry, and I think that people should know.
Yeah.
So it'd really be the
That's
travel
funny.
stories. I think I'll
That's
take
funny.
the cake. Yeah.
That's funny.
1, 2, 3.
I think
Sabrina.
it's me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a very small Instagram presence, but I recently have gone viral on TikTok a couple times
For
recently.
what?
My stand-up.
Oh,
keeps
cool.
going viral. No big deal.
I think all of us equally. All four of us just like make each other laugh so much, and we broke almost every scene.
Yeah.
Sherry just loves to laugh.
But I think you should get double points because you crack yourself up more
I
than anyone
do.
else. Steph will be like, I have this joke, and then we'll not even be able to say her own joke, and we will be waiting for her to stop laughing.
It's because
at her own.
I am funny, but I'm not like funny. You know what I mean?
I
I just
know.
get excited.
I think you're so funny, but I also think that Cosmo UK, I think Steph is so funny, and then sometimes I'm like, wow, Steph feels like my mom cracking a joke sometimes. They'll just be like, it's so titillating. And I'm like, oh, that is like a mom, like who drank a lot of wine, like on stage right now.
Yeah, specifically when Sabrina introduces the character of Deadeye, they say, my legal name is Vanessa, but you can call me Deadeye. And Kat says, where does that come from? And then Deadeye
Does
just
their iconic Deadeye face
iconic Deadeye face, which apparently
is like, it's literally like my face.
Just Sabrina's
resting,
face.
And it broke Stephanie like 65 times.
I made them turn around so I could act to the back of their head because their face was so funny to me.
I love pulling pranks. I'm not good at executing, but people love to pull pranks on me.
Yeah, Ashley gets scared easily, so that's a good one. That's always a nice little quick laugh, putting her through trauma.
Stop!
You know what I'm saying? You know, I almost threw out my shoulder with that one.
Wait, we tried to, actually, you know what? The last day of shooting, we were like, let's pull a prank, because us four got along so well, and we were like, let's pull a prank and like get in a huge fight.
Oh yeah.
With the four of us, and all of us got cold feet.
Yeah.
We couldn't do it. We're like, we don't want that to feel like we were fighting.
Yeah.
I feel like we have a really good rapport of back-to-back advice.
Yeah.
I feel like you give the best advice for me, and I give solid advice for you.
I would actually say that verbatim. Stephanie is the person I turn to often, and thank you for saying that. I think I give you great advice all the time.
Yeah. I think Ashley.
Or
would,
Sherry, actually.
Yes, Ashley or Sherry would throw the best parties. Very different parties, but also the best. Just like overflow of just decadence, fun, music, good vibes. They also are really extroverts in a way that I feel like you and I are a little bit more like, well, if we just get dinner instead, wouldn't that be sweet and nice?
Yeah, why don't we just like lay down?
Yeah. I think it might be Ashley or me.
That's why I said Ashley.
Yeah.
But maybe you too.
Depends on the story. If it's about love, I get really sappy really fast.
I cry like that. It depends on what kind of the sad it is.
Yeah.
No, I think it depends on who you're with, what you're watching, but I'm a big, we cry at them. There were like 4 years when I didn't cry. And I was like, I don't cry.
back
And then
up.
it was just like,
yeah.
anyways.
Ashley or Sherry. Maybe Sherry even. I live with DJs, and that's the only reason I will go out.
Right,
is to
right.
support the DJs in my life. But other than that, I'm like, no thanks. Yeah.
Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.